You just paid a lot of money for your bridal bouquet, and it has tremendous sentimental value to you. How can you best preserve it? We get asked this question quite often. Here are 5 methods for preserving your flowers, along with the pros and cons of each method. Our first method is to air dry it. To air dry your bouquet, hang it upside down in a warm, well-ventilated room out of direct sunlight. The flowers will shrink some as they dry and darken slightly in color. After a few weeks, you will have a dried bouquet in beautiful vintage hues. This method is easy, and you can keep the bouquet assembled, but the flowers will last on average from 6 months to 2 years before fading, becoming brittle, and eventually crumbling if bumped. However, you may get lucky. We just spoke to one of our Central Illinois brides who dried her bouquet with this method over 4 years ago, and she said it still looks good. Why not give it a try? Our second method is to use the microwave. You can dry your flowers in the microwave, but you will need to take your bouquet apart and dry each flower individually. Place the flower in a microwave-safe bowl and cover with cat litter. Microwave on high for 2 to 3 minutes. When the cat litter has cooled, remove the flower and gently brush and shake off the litter. This method takes more effort than air drying, but it is much quicker. These dried flowers can be placed into a shadow box or a sealed container to enjoy. Over time, they too will darken and become brittle, although they may last longer than the air-dried flowers. Our third method is to use silica gel. Silica gel works best for sturdy flowers like roses. Silica gel is available from craft stores and can also be ordered online from Walmart for $9.99 for 1.5 pounds. You will need to bury the blooms completely in the sand-like gel for a week or more. The larger the flower, the longer it takes to dry. It would take a large amount of gel to completely cover an assembled bouquet, but again, you could take the bouquet apart, cut the stem off, and cover each individual bloom using a lot less gel. Your flowers will be preserved looking fresh, not dried, and will last much longer than air-dried or microwave-dried. But over many years, they will eventually fade and crumble. To help them last as long as possible, keep them away from direct sunlight and in a covered container or shadow box. Our fourth method is to press them. To preserve the blooms by pressing them, use either a flower press or stack the flowers between layers of paper towel between heavy books. Smaller, more delicate blooms will dry faster, and the larger, sturdier blooms will take longer. Make sure the bloom is completely dried before removing them from between the books. These pressed blooms are ideal to have mounted into a frame and could even be placed around the wedding invitation and then framed. If you don't have a lot of display room, this is a good way to display your flowers. Our fifth method for preserving is freeze drying them. If you can afford, prices start at $250. Having your bouquet freeze dried will be your best option for looking like fresh and for longevity. In fact, they should still look good for your 50th wedding anniversary. A Google search provided 2 businesses within reasonable distance for Central Illinois brides where your bouquet can be taken to have it preserved. Austin Preservations in Buffalo Grove, Illinois, which is north of Chicago, and Beautiful Keepsake in Riverton, Illinois, close to Springfield, are 2 options. You would need to contact them well ahead of your wedding date and make a reservation. BeautifulKeepsake.com Facts and Questions page is a great resource for everything you want to know about freeze drying. AustinPreservation.com also has a facts and question page on their website with information about freeze drying. Of all 5 methods, freeze drying will give you the best results. If you do plan to preserve your bouquet, order a separate toss bouquet to toss and keep your bouquet in a vase of water, placing it in a refrigerator until you are ready to dry it. If you have any questions, you may email them to me at fancyfloralsbynancy@hotmail.com. For more information on wedding flowers, visit our website www.fancyfloralsbynancy.com.